So timestamps exist in case you just want to skip forward, but boy oh boy, I did not do the preparation. I mean, it's RNG whether I would not. I was going to get the groundwork that I wanted, but I will try my best. Again, we'll at least show you the first entry, but otherwise, yeah, it's going to be interesting here. So, without further ado, I think I can pretty much sort this by date acquired. If I recall everything correctly, then yeah, we're gonna see what we do. So, nope, it was probably not this one. No, it was definitely not this one. Although, so I shouldn't do a Batsu video. I was planning to, but, it was really important to talk about the importance of surviving a scenario. And for a lot of people, I mean, you can just go through it just fine. It's just that in my case, it wasn't great anyway. Is it this 1100 one? It might be. No, it's not. I am going absolutely crazy. So now I have to find the gold ship that was that I used. Shouldn't take me too long, but oh boy, this is a stream-like video in its entirety. It should be close to where I have Silent Suzuka, and if I for some reason tossed out the Silent Suzuka, that would be strange, but we'll see. This one might have been the one that's okay, but I think there is a better one. Am I going absolutely insane? I think I can actually do this. So we'll sort by distance. And I should be able to find them easier, question mark. Oh, this is going to be weird. So, yeah, without further ado. So this is the Silent Suzuka I know I'm going to be using, but she's not going to go in the front top slot. It's a little worse than one of my Suzukas, but she has groundwork, and that's the most important thing. So, should be this gold ship then. No, it's not? Question mark? Where is she then? She should be someone with at least 1,000 speed. Yeah, it's probably this one. It is this one, because front C, mile A. I couldn't get mile S, so, I mean, what do you want from me? But, actually, just to show in general. So here's the gold chip I'm using. She's a front runner, not an end chaser, end closer. So, as noted by Weird Things, I had to take what I can get. If you ever see me running a gold ship that's not end closer, and she's using Go Home Specialist, not that she'll be able to use them in that in the upcoming Leo anyway, but it's because I had to survive the scenario. I still can't survive the scenario like 80-90% reliably. The period. That's the end of the sentence. And here's my Silent Suzuka. That's nothing special here either. Gambling with straightaway acceleration. Got some groundwork. I don't have actually angling and scheming. That actually scares me. Should I actually use the one with angling and scheming instead? I think I do. But that means none of my Umasumes will have groundwork, which is even scarier. But no, it's this one. It's this one. This one. I was about to say, there's no way I didn't take angling and scheming in thing. And then wet conditions, because this one happens to be under wet conditions. Let me just make sure it's this Silent Suzuka. So yeah, this is the Silent Suzuka that I'm using. Oh boy, floundering around, looking for the Umasume. I did do like a few, but at this point I am just doing my careers for the next Leo Cup. Again, giving some time to look at it in case you were wondering what I was using. And yes, I'm running 3 fronts, because my last Umasume is El Condor Pasa. So, yeah, doesn't have groundwork. I know that for a fact, but is it this one? No, it's not. Might be that one. It's one of the A's. I know they're all A's. Yeah, it might be this one instead. Yeah, it might be this one instead. Front B. Is there a reason? No, I wouldn't want the front A, right? Well, not that the front gives me that much more widths, but it would be nice. Otherwise, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. There's a maybe it was because I got the stamina and guts over 600 and 300 as well. So maybe this one. I'm gonna pick this one and just stick with it. So without further ado, just making absolute sure. This is the El Condor Pasa I'm using. Also front B, but it doesn't really matter as much for width. It kind of does matter, but compared to the other one that I have, just to show that one just really quickly in case, for timestamp sake, yeah, there's some things here, but there's RNG, and then I have both for pretty much no reason. So this is the comp I'm going with, and away we go. So let us continue onward. I won't be changing anything. Again, I like to just run everyone. Shrug. And I am also doing this close to the open start time. Basically, within the first 2 hours, I usually do my first day champions meeting. Unless something happens, then I'll usually say so. But otherwise, could just get really lucky. Could not. But as we get into the races here, let's see what actually happens. So, I'm interested to see what people use. Again, it could just be RNG that I get someone completely different than what everyone else runs into, but otherwise, Silent Suzuka, there's a gold chip, and then there are debuffers. So, without further ado, we'll take a quick peek at people here and there, but otherwise, I thought I wanted, at some point, I did want to give long shot to my gold chip, but hey, and then so yeah, Mile S to be expected. Pump Iron, Red Shift, this must be like a late or end, yeah, it's a late end. Grass Wonder, and then right after that, I take favorites 2, 3, and then yeah, Silent Suzuka would be higher, but again, this one has groundwork, so that's why I'm willing to use it more. We have 5 front runners, so I think I do get the chance to use, oh no, I don't. Gold chip, but gold chips, but we'll see. I just want to be sure, because then I can at least see where she uses it. I'm pretty sure she needs to be at least 6 or below. But I think it's 5 or below. I could check around. I mean, I have time. We're literally waiting for the thingy-majiggy. So, yeah. Off we go. While I'm checking also OBS to make sure it's okay. Again, there are some wonky things happening, so that's why I don't mind it as much. But, as we prepare for the races... Again, if I'm waiting here, it's because I am just waiting for the timestamps here. I heard a late start, by the way, because I was also checking skills. But otherwise, a groundwork immediately helping out, but anything could change in the middle of this. So a lot of my strategy is just basically cluttering up front runners as my gold chip gets rushed. But she's likely to fall behind because her wits is not great, and obviously front runner C means less wits, which means less better pace keeping. But I want her to be in 5th or 6th, so that I can use Anchors Away, and that might push her to basically gambling a lot. But otherwise, as I lose first for a moment to this Sakura Bakshino, who's also a very good contender for frontrunner in this CM, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Yeah, she does get to use Anchors Away, so again, my idea was to have at least because assuming most people run 2 front runners, if I run 3, then Gold Ship might likely be in 5th. By the time she reaches the end of race, and that will allow me to do things. I did not get angling and scheming, by the way, so there is a chance we just lose this. But otherwise, we'll see what else happens. Now, obviously, gold chip being an end closer is supposed to help out the most in terms of getting the speed increase here, so, I mean... Shrug, just waiting for anything straight away. Nice straightaway recovery, by the way. But yeah, otherwise, anything else that happens here is all up to RNG. In fact, we lost completely, so... but the biggest hope is that, yeah, either El Condor Pasa or Silent Suzuka procs angling and scheming. The only other chance after that to have is that we, is that El Condor Pasa procs her... Oh, but even that would be a bit much, because I don't think she would fulfill the stamina requirements to proc it. Based on what I see, and based on my stats at the moment. But again, we'll see what actually happens. So as that, like, the game is completely not correct in its predictions in terms of, like, it says it's favorites, but those favorites are not likely to win, especially when everyone's fighting for front runner position. Period. That's all I have to say. In fact, was that Sakura Bakshino a pace? Could have been a pace. I know there are 5 front runners, so there's how many fronts do we have here? Only one other one. Oh no, 2. So, again, we'll take a look at the favorites, but also probably look at the fronts really quickly. So, yeah, missing HP Guts for the speed bonus in this race. Again, for those who don't know, or yeah, just those who don't know, 601 stamina active during the race to get a speed increase, and then Guts at 301 or above to get a speed increase. Shrug. And then, yeah, I could just end up losing the lates. Lates are pretty cool, but unfortunately, depending on if you run into someone who properly trains their horses, you can run into some issues because of how friends work out. I don't think that Sakura Bakshino procced angling and scheming. I think we just got passed. Could have been a pace, but I'll Future Journal make sure. But otherwise, again, any one of my Umas getting to first would help out immensely, especially if we proc angling and scheming. But again, Elle also has her own ult, so that procking would help out immensely as well. On top of that, yeah, Gold Ship actually procking stamina skills here in Mile. I think this Mile is short enough. I think, it should be short enough for it to not matter, basically. And then, yes, I gave my Gold Ship a debuff there, because that was literally all I could take at the end of the training. So, yeah. But otherwise, this here... Oh, so yes, there was talk about this little area up here. If you can see me clicking, because I don't know if my cursor is available on this setup. But, yeah, basically you're looking at a place which is hard to pass at the early part of this race. So after that, it's a lot more likely. But hey, did we not proc Angling and Scheming, by the way? No, it would be around here. Yeah, so Angling and Scheming for my Condor Pasa, so she should just shoot forward, especially when she pops her ult. And yeah, that should be the win. That's a lot of acceleration to get. It is a lot of acceleration to get. But it requires it to proc, and so unless we get a late or end closer surging forward, which is likely, I think there's this vodka here. Aside from the vodka, we should be able to just pull. It is going to be really close, though. Ooh, that's really close. Let's see what happens, actually. I'm going to let this play out, even though it's looking at my gold chip. But we'll listen to the announcer as well. Condor barely takes it by a nose, so yeah. If I just had Angling and Scheming, I don't think we would have won that. But hey, unless your name is Saiyan Sky, of course, because Saiyan Sky has the Angling and Scheming innate. But yeah, it's pretty important. And then obviously if Silent Suzuka procs Angling and Scheming, she's gone. She's just gone. Procs Angling and Scheming, accelerates forward first, and then procs her ult by straight up. So, say there is a Saiyan Sky here, and then there is an Oguri Cap. I thought there was a Silent Suzuka. Yeah, Silent Suzuka front. I just want to take a look at, yeah, so Saiyan Sky and Silent Suzuka could do it, but anyone else doing their job will also work out. It looks like you have, no, you don't have thingy, but you have all the greens, which is, you know, good enough. Again, I'm not someone who's an expert. I'm just looking at the things and seeing what works. So no Angling and Scheming, but Redshift instead. Again, any horse can win. We'll switch to landscape now, but any Uma can win. It's just a matter of if things happen in the race, all on RNG, which is the fun part, kind of. But otherwise, as we move forward here, yeah, groundwork is going to help us pull forward, but right after that, it's going to be really, really in question who gets to first. It's, again, pretty much around the second part of this race is going to determine a large part of how things turn out, for frontrunners anyway. If you're a late surger or end closer, there's a lot more other RNG things to hope for, worry about, and worried about. So yeah. But yeah, trick happening, so that means someone's getting rushed. I don't know who got rushed, but basically whoever gets debuffed by trick is someone who gotten rushed. And I think that should pretty much guarantee you don't have enough stamina. But it depends on how much stamina they had. I didn't really look at stamina, because most of the time you don't really have stamina problems in the CM. But hey, Angling and Scheming, everyone's hugging that inner corner, by the way. L gets Angling and Scheming again on top of ult. Ichiban des! But whether a pace chaser, late surge, or end closer pulls up, again, my gold chip also exists to just block everyone, blocking Silent Suzuka and Fujiki Seki, but after that, I'll also, well, actually blocking my own Silent Suzuka, but as you can see here, L just existing as the front runner, so shrug! But otherwise, again, for front runners, a lot of RNG involved in terms of, one, you need to enter first and do Angling and Scheming, but right after that, hoping you don't get blocked, or that anyone running the farther strategies does not proc their stuff as well. There's a lot of, again, as I mentioned, there's a lot of RNG involved, mostly as it pertains to acceleration perks, but there are also some velocity perks before the final leg. Again, for those who don't know, might as well talk about it while we're waiting. If you proc a velocity perk right before the final spurt, you get that extra speed boost because you're at a higher max top speed than other Musume. So, shrug, right? You see a Saiyan Sky, so there's at least 2 more fronts here again. Smart Falcon front, Silent Suzuka front. I think they have 7 fronts in here. 1 late, 1 end gold ship, which could just take it as well. So, yeah, without further ado, we'll take a quick look. Just at least 2 or 3 horses. Yeah, that's a very good Smart Falcon. That's a very good Smart Falcon, and this Saiyan's got very good Saiyan's. Oh, actually, it's right here, groundwork. So maybe I didn't see it earlier. And then obviously L's for extra oomph. But right after that, gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna get stat capped here, basically. Again, there's a chance based on everything up to the final part of the race. But even at the final part of the race, because everyone already starts accelerating, there's a chance I just lose the lead to Angling and Scheming. But that's the important part, right? So, yeah, we'll see here. We're not pulling forward, most definitely, because, yeah. Daiwa Scarlet on inner, Silent Suzuka on the outer, Saiyan Sky and Smart Falcon going through the middle. Smart Falcon taking that because she procced velocity. I don't remember who it is, which skill it is. Silent Suzuka getting rushed. So, yeah, just hoping for L here. Hoping that L takes it. Yeah, this is gonna be really oof. Again, it's very likely at stat gap to someone running a better front runner comp, but again, we'll see what actually happens, because at this point, maybe we just proc a lot of wits in terms of getting to the front, but yeah, it's going to be really, really hard. Here's the, again, expected anchors away, but whether or not we pull for it is a completely different question. So, yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen. Flowery maneuver because we're also in the back, so that's extra acceleration as well, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. So, yep, there's the angling and scheming from the Smart Falcon, and I think that was L's ult on Seiyun's Sky. Could have just been any of the final ones, like Final Push and whatnot, but I think Final Push is first. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, we lose this one for sure. Oh, goodness gracious. Again, so in case anyone was wondering, the other Silent Suzuka that I was close to being able to participate with, the one I'm using now, the one I'm fielding now, is a Silent Suzuka that has more, obviously more stats, but also better mid-late race skills, but I think those, you have to be in the front of the pack, so it's not like it would have mattered that much anyway. Also, yes, my gold ship, I mean, I tried to train her as best as I could, but again, just didn't get the sparks for both Mile, especially Mile, but also Front Runner. Shrug, that's all I have to say. There are other things to talk about, but let me just take a look at our rivals here. Yep, that's gonna be something to contend with. Yeah, and then Victoria, right on top of RNG, straightaway XL. Otherwise, who else? Take a look at this current gen really quickly. L's is a Pace Chaser instead, and then we'll take a look at the Maru, because that's the only, I think that's the only, this is the only other front that we see here. But as the last race here, I mean, looks okay. We could, but we also couldn't. Again, my training did not go as well as I would want it to, so I'm shrugging in real life as I say I'll do my best. So again, another part of my gold chip, I think this gold chip did complete her scenario, but again, it's the sparks that were in, I wanted more. Particularly, yes, groundwork, but also the stats on top of it. So primarily it's groundwork for gold chip and L that I was missing. And then right after that is more power, essentially. The more power you have on top of 1100, 1200 speed, and Mile S, obviously. Actually, Mile S takes priority. But power on top of that, well, actually, that's not true. If I have Mile A, but I had like 300 more power, I would take the power over the Mile S, as odd as that sounds. Now, I might be wrong about that, but you get the point. Both of those are equally important. A few extra 100 power is pretty good. It's very good, actually. But also Mile S is important for hitting higher max top speed, which allows you to beat late surgers and end closers at value, but also other front runners who are competing as well. So yeah. Do we pass here? Yes, we do. So it's all on L once more, because my Silent Suzuka is not taking second or first. Did we even proc angling and scheming? No, we did not. Wits check. Yeah, because ults are guaranteed. Wits checks, however, no. So current Chan pace here could end up going. Also, this Majid Orion also, because Pump Iron is pretty cool here. It's RNG, but when it procs at an opportune time, it's gonna proc. Also, I think my L's missing some speed, question mark? But it's definitely still missing power, so at least another thought experiment to look at is how much angling and scheming makes up for a lack of speed, and especially power. But yeah, that was my first entry. I'll be doing more, but yeah, it'll happen after this video. So yeah, without further ado, just want to look at my, not just the history, but also look at the thing unranked. Yeah, this front gold chip is not working out for me. Also having less power and no Mile S on top of not 1200 speed also hurting as well. But you never know, right? Just throwing it out there. As for, yeah, so it is 1200 speed, but yeah, missing Mile S, which is one of the most important things. Also didn't proc angling and scheming. Very important, actually. Even just as important, if not more than procking, angling, and scheming. But yeah, my Silent Suzuka here not able to pull forward into first, I think, in any of the races right now. Only third place, so this could be a really bad. Could actually do worse than the previous Gemini, previous champions meet. But yeah, without further ado, nothing much else to say. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, you know what to do. Otherwise, we'll sit here at the end screen at least to fill it out, because I usually don't have an outro screen because these are stream-like videos anyway. Otherwise, if you see any other Uma Musume video, except, obviously day 2 of the champions meet, it will likely be a gold chip Batsu showing how I train my gold chip. So yeah, thankfully, we'll see. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!